Samantha Saint. I'm Alix Lynx, and we're here at Casa Bonita in Colorado. Go check it out.
Now, I think a lot of us have heard of Casa Bonita if we are South Park fans, because Casa Bonita was actually featured in an episode of South Park, specifically season 7, episode 11, which aired November 12th, 2003. Kyle's parents take him and his friends to Casa Bonita's for his birthday, but Cartman, who was not invited, arranges for Butters to go missing. Well, I might be a little bit biased because pink is my favorite color, but when we first pulled up and I saw this building, I was just in awe. It is a beautiful building, and it definitely stands out because it's basically in a strip mall, which is very interesting. Now, walking through those doors, my first take was that I immediately felt like I was in some sort of like Disney-esque exhibition or ride or something like that. I can't explain. That was just the vibe I got. I feel like it was a culmination of all the different types of displays and the artwork and all kinds of nooks and crannies to be explored. There's tons of palm trees and lights and themed rooms, all kinds of cool Mexican architecture. Even before its more recent makeover, which I'll get to shortly, when it opened in 1974, it pretty quickly began to accumulate what most people would like to call a cult following among locals. Now, to add to the already awesome ambiance of Casa Bonita, if it could not get any better, well, I guess it could, because there is a literal waterfall and diving pool where professional divers actually give you a show every 20 minutes. I cannot even make this up. Thanks to Samantha's stellar planning, we had, dare I say, some of the best seats in the house. We got to sit right next to the top of the diving pool, which was incredible because we got to enjoy our delicious meal while watching the diving show every 20 minutes, and we didn't get splashed. Another fun fact about Casa Bonita, it temporarily closed in March 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and its owner actually filed for bankruptcy in April of 2021. Now, later that year, it was acquired by the one and only, yes, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who gave the restaurant a big-time makeover. Casa Bonita held a soft relaunch after its makeover starting in June 2023 and deemed itself the greatest restaurant in the world. And I have to say, if we're gonna count the vibes and the quality of food and the atmosphere, I gotta agree. For my meal, since I am vegan, I really appreciated the fact that Casa Bonita offers vegan corn rajas. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That is a medley of fresh corn, poblano, and caramelized onions served with vegan beans. And again, chef's kiss to this. It was a really, really good, satiating meal. After our delicious meal and catching a couple dive shows, we decided to take a little stroll around the restaurant and see what else it had in store for us. And our first stop was going to get our photos taken with the prospector. He was not very happy with the fact that we had a camera. He even yelled at us a little bit and in a way that only a prospector would, but as soon as we put it away, we were friends again. He gave us these hats and told us to dress like we were prisoners and then put us in our cell, right where we belonged. We got some super cool memorabilia from this, and it's sitting on my desk right now. Now, other parts of Casa Bonita that we did not even catch were stuff like a puppet theater, a haunted tunnel, aka Black Bart's Cave, an arcade that had a large skee ball room, and a magic theater complete with magic shows. I mean, come on, where else can you find all this stuff? It's crazy. We also caught a little bit more of the diving show. We could not stay away. And I will say that if you are planning on visiting Casa Bonita, just know that if you stand at the bottom of the pool where the divers are giving their show, you are pretty much guaranteed to get splashed. So you might want to take a few steps back or pack your poncho, whatever tickles your fancy. Another fun fact, the restaurant is 52,000, yes, you heard that correctly, 52,000 square feet and can seat up to 1,100 people. On the way out, we took a little pit stop in the gift shop. I had to quickly walk away because I was about to buy one of everything. But one thing I did notice that I do want to point out about the gift shop too, if you want to bring home a little something for friends or family, everything in there I found to be really high quality. I didn't see any cheap chintzy crap. It looked like every product was really well thought out. A lot of thought was put into it. They even had stuff like sauces, candles, socks, on brand, very well done. I was super impressed by that. One aspect of Casa Bonita that I was completely obsessed with is that the fact that like every single person who works at this establishment was fully in character. And trust me, you could not get any of these people to break character. We may or may not have tried, but it literally made us feel like we had hopped in some sort of time machine and gone all the way back into the wild, wild west. Overall, I cannot recommend Casa Bonita enough. It was such a fun, cool, unique experience that I'm not going to be able to find anywhere else. So if you happen to be in the Denver area at any given time, definitely go out of your way to check this place out. I promise you it's going to be well worth it. One hot tip: try as far enough in advance as you possibly can to snag yourself a reservation, because trust me, this is one hot spot and it is not always so easy to get in the door. One thing I can say for sure about Casa Bonita is I will definitely be back.